election is the greatest risk to this country. And because of that, I think my colleague senators, this House has been known to be a house of reason. It has been known to be a house that engages in bipartisan arrangement whenever we have a matter of importance like this. I want to ask that today let us exercise that by looking at this matter objectively and thinking about the nation and not whichever side we are in. Mr. Speaker, I have looked at the amendments proposed by the Jailer Committee, and I want to agree with the Honorable Senator Sifuna that the process of conducting election is a political process, and that process must be done with the stakeholders in mind. So for the position of the one position for Parliamentary Service Commission, I want to suggest that we enhance it to 2 positions so that majority side has 1 slot and minority side has 1 slot, and that position we get it from Public Service Commission. Actually, there is no need for Public Service Commission, which conducts the interviews, to again give us a slot. Mr. Speaker, I've also looked at the 2 positions that have been given to Religious Council, and I think we need to be very clear. We either say 1 Muslim and 1 Christian, because when you say Religious Council, Mr. Speaker, there is no legislation establishing that particular body. So we need to be very clear on what we want to do. And Mr. Speaker, on the issue of LSK, a lot has been said, but I think it is discriminatory to always give Law Society of Kenya a position. What happens to the engineers? What happens to the IT people like me? What happens to teachers? I think it's discriminatory, because in any case, we can still get commissioners who are lawyers. Why insist on Law Society of Kenya getting a slot there? That is discriminatory. Mr. Speaker, having said that, we have an opportunity as senators to demonstrate leadership by agreeing on this. And today, it is not an issue of numbers. It is not an issue of competition on numbers. It is an issue of thinking about this country, where we are going to. We know the commission that is going to be chosen is a commission that is going to lead us into the process of boundary review and the election in 2027. We want to get a commission that is acceptable, a commission that is competent, a commission that will unite this country, and not a commission that is going to divide us along party or tribal line. This country needs to move on, and we can only guide this country and move on if we make a good law for posterity, not a law that is going to give someone an edge over the other. We need a law that will be there for a long time to come. This law that we are trying to amend here is a law that we passed in this House during the just before the last election. It is barely 1 year in existence, and we are amending it. And those of us on the other side celebrated when we passed this law. So those senators on the other side, please don't celebrate, because it will come to haunt you in future. So for us as senators, we must ensure that the law we are going to pass today is a law that is going to be there for posterity, and a law that is not going to divide this country.